First of all, Magnus, let me say congratulations on winning your 5th title. Your immediate feelings right after the match is concluded.
No, I'm very happy. Of course, didn't expect it to go quite like this. I think it was just very good professional performance overall. Just no regrets at all. Just very satisfied.
You mentioned you didn't expect it to go like this. Would you care to elaborate?
After 5 games, there were 5 draws, and I'd had very few chances to play for anything more. Then everything kind of clicked, and I think after that it all went my way.
Jan, must be a difficult match moment for you. Can you share your thoughts with us, please?
Well, first of all, it was a big experience. Some bad news and good news. Good news, it was nothing about chess, of course. At least almost nothing about chess. But the match, of course, consists of many aspects. And it's not only like the chess preparation, physical or psychological preparation. Then it comes. Of course, it's extremely tense, and it's a little bit more tense than I expected. But I guess anyway, the tension is not a reason to overlook some simple things you would never ever overlook in a blitz game. But what can I say? So I should find out why did it happen and improve.
Yeah, you mentioned everyone saw that it was a terrific fight. 5 games, even the 6th game was a tremendous fight, but something seemed to have happened. Any clue as to what caused this sudden turn?
Just no idea. So if I would knew what's going on, I would surely fix it during the match. Yeah, but somehow the level of these blunders is like much below even some bad examples of some bad and pathetic shape. So this is quite interesting, probably in clinical meaning. Yeah. So anyway, I should take some time to rest and then to see what was done wrong, what has been done wrong. Yeah. I also found out some interesting patterns, but I don't think it has anything to do or much to do about the chess.
In terms of playing in a World Championship match, lessons learned now that you've had this first experience?
Well, experience is never easy. Yeah? So normally you should to be, the situation should be, tough to gain some real experience. Okay, I guess it was a little bit too much here, but so I have I surely have some some space to improve, and if perhaps solving some puzzles would fix it, at least I guess in the upcoming events I would show some better performance.
Is it possible now to start thinking about the future as the candidates, you qualify for the candidates, and your desire to return to this exact same stage?
Of course, it's possible to think, but for now, I guess it would be more clever, more smart to take some time and have some rest. But of course, these things which happened here, they never happened to me in basically any events. Okay, in my career, I lost quite some stupid games, but not as many in such a few time.
Magnus, how do you contextualize this World Championship match compared to all your others?
I guess it's the most similar with my first match against Anand, which was quite even and nervous at the start. And when I got my first win, it was kind of the same story, that it was relatively clean from there on out. What can I say? Obviously he couldn't at some point show his best chess, which is a pity for the excitement in the match. But I think that's what happens sometimes when you get in a difficult situation. Then you're all of that preparation, everything doesn't necessarily help if you can't cope at the moment.
You said earlier at a press conference that style points don't matter. It's all about the win. Were you at all disappointed that this wasn't more of the match that we all expected?
No, that's fine by fine by me. So I think Game 6 was excellent, and I mean, regardless of the quality of all the moves, it was a great fight. Yeah, I guess it just decided everything. So that's mainly what I'm taking away from an excitement perspective. Otherwise, I think at a certain point, your best strategy can be just to wait, knowing that you have the lead, and just be very, very serious and solid, and that can sometimes be the best way to play for a win as well.
When I talked to Jan backstage, he said that he was a little bit surprised by the style of your play. I believe the word used was conservative. Do you agree that this was your style of play? And if so, was it cognizant to play that way, or was it organic based on the positions that you were given?
I think a bit of both. I definitely played a lot more conservatively as black than I did in the match against Fabi. With white, I wouldn't necessarily say that I was that conservative. I was at least trying some different lines, trying to play.
Magnus, you're in a unique situation where you claim your Grandmaster title in Dubai, won the Rapid and Blitz in Dubai as well, and you even celebrated your birthday here during the World Championships, and now the world title. So what is it about Dubai that seems to bring out the best in you? And
I don't know. I think it's maybe a bit of a coincidence that all of these things happened here. Yeah, in general, as I said before, it's a good place to play chess here. Good facilities. You kind of have everything, as well as a decent climate. So yeah, I've definitely enjoyed being here. I haven't laid any plans at all after this.
Magnus, before the match, there was a lot of discussion about the time that you spent playing bullet and blitz matches on Lichess and whether or not it would help your preparation. Is that just something that you did for fun, or was there an intentional effort in training faster time controls before the match?
I'll tell you about what basically I had a bit of a cold the last couple of weeks before I traveled here, and I was feeling kind of miserable. So that's why I was inside, blitzing and bulleting more than thinking of preparation. But yeah, I think it never particularly hurts to to win some games, gain some confidence. So
on the eve of this contest, Magnus, you said that you could live without the World Championship. When you consider your incumbency, do you think one day that you'll be able to leave it on your own terms, or do you believe that one day you might be left helpless in your seat, as you have left all the other champions that you've played since 2013? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, it's a very good question. I cannot answer it right now.
The first 5 games were drawn, and there were there were some complaints about the draws, and of course that's a part of the match. But there was also some talk about different formats. We've had the 24, we've had 12, and now 14. Would the both of you entertain other formats, which would include other platforms like 960, Rapid and Blitz as part of the World Championship?
I think we shouldn't forget that here is the classical World Championship match, and I guess it's pretty much it. Yeah. So
it's always a difficult question. Really, I mean, I've answered it so many times before, and it's really about what you want the World Championship to be, whether you want to define the best player in the world and what exactly that means, and how you balance that with having an exciting sporting context. And frankly, I don't know what the right answer is. I don't think we have it at the moment. I'm definitely open for ideas.
Thank you.
My question is to Jan. In the first 5 games, I was extremely impressed with your play, and I think we saw a different Jan. And my question to you is, considering the candidates in June, how confident are you that you're going to make it back here?
This match somehow bring me some reasons, to be optimistic. Of course, the weaker spots are pretty much obvious, and first, I mean, if I manage to understand what has happened, then I think I have pretty good chances. But if I keep playing worse than in Blitz, then it would be tough.
In your final 3 losses, they were all marked by relatively okay positions, and then they were all pawn move mistakes, all 3 of them. Is there anything to that? Is it just a small sample size? Obviously, there are more pawn moves than any other moves, but do you take any correlation between that, or is it just a random stat?
Well, I mean, obvious, it can't be a coincidence, then it's like goes probably 3 in a row, so that's pretty obvious. Something is wrong maybe in the process of thinking or something. Yeah, but so far it worked quite nicely for me, and I don't think it's a reason to change everything starting with the basement. But I mean, of course, if would it be, I don't know, some tension or lack of concentration or simply tactical blindness or something else? But yeah, I mean, it's a big question, which is, better to ask yourself not after such performance in a match. But yeah, we only live once, and so far I have to face the consequences of and to find out what's going on. Yeah, but yeah, let's see what I can do.
Thanks.
How much does it cost you emotionally to perform at this level that you have done and do?
No, it's clearly a lot easier when the match has gone the way that it has. It's not been an emotional roller coaster at all. So I feel like I've been very serious and in a good mental state. Like there have been a couple of games where I was a little bit more nervous than others, especially before. But I would say overall it's been quite fine emotionally.
Thank you.
There's a lot of talk about Alireza Firouzja, who's very young and already qualified for the candidates. What are your thoughts on him as a player, and do you think he can be your next challenger?
Yeah, I have to say I was really impressed with his performance in the Grand Swiss and in the European Team Championship, and I would say that motivated me more than anything else.
In pure chess terms, what do you think were the elements which helped you to dominate this match? Just pure chess terms.
It's hard to say. I think in simple positions I make very few mistakes, and that helps. Like both in terms of tactical and positional things. The few times that the position was very complicated, we both made some mistakes, but he made the last one. So I think that was maybe the main factor, that I was just playing better in relatively simple positions. But we really shouldn't forget the fact that this match really turned on the sixth game. But I think it goes to show that in the other matches that have been really equal, really tense, they could have ended similarly if things had gone a little bit differently at the start. I think most notably the match against Karakin.
Okay, and in terms of toughness of fight, from all the matches that you have played so far for the World Championship, where will you rate this match?
I would say the start was difficult, very tense. Yeah, after that it was certainly one of the easier ones.
Many other questions you started answering with, "That's an interesting question," throughout the press conferences. Did you really mean it, or was it a subtle trolling of the people?
No, it was never ever trolling. I think it was usually a combination of trying to buy myself time to think, which is one of the oldest tricks in the book, and also genuine sentiment.
Thank you.
Question from Magnus. Your tweet tonight was a picture of Kobe Bryant. So you both have 5 titles now. So can you say how important he has been for you, and what do you think of him?
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, what can I say? He's a legend. He's a legend of the sport, and I thought it was an iconic picture to sort of.
Considering the result of this match, many spectators might think that you'd like to face Jan again. Does the strength that Jan was playing in some parts of the match more worrying to you as a challenger than another player like Fabian or Ding, who is more consistent but might not have a higher polarity of strength?
No, I wouldn't say so. Jan was playing well at the start, with excellent preparation, but I was doing okay as well. So I think we managed to see a high level of Jan in the start of the match, but nothing that would necessarily scare me a lot or be a lot better than other potential challengers.
So based on that, would you say Jan's experience in this match makes him more of a threat in the second match?
That's very hypothetical, but I think all experience, if you can learn from it, is good. So I think he has a good chance in the candidates.
Congratulations, Magnus. So how are you going to celebrate this iconic 5th win?
I haven't thought too much about it. I'll be celebrating by playing the World Rapid and Blitz Championship. As I heard, that's gonna happen. Before that, we'll see. But it's I don't know, but it's a nice problem to have.
Magnus, before the tournament, I asked you whether, if you won, would you consider yourself the greatest ever? And you said that you had a long way to go yet to match Kasparov. Has that answer changed now that you have one?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's up to me to judge, and secondly, how
do you think others would judge?
I think there's still some way to go, but I'm not done with my chess career yet.
Are there any ways that you apply the lessons you've learned from the game of chess to other aspects of your daily life?
Well, I mean, it's said that chess helps you to calculate in life as well. Yeah, like, so you plan for your next steps, and I would say it's not necessarily like some cliche or a figure of speech. I think it works, but I think first of all, what chess teaches you is a responsibility, because I mean, at the end of the day, you are the one who's moving the pieces, and you take all these decisions and you face the consequences.
No, I would generally agree with what Jan was saying, but yeah, I think it's up to each individual what they will take from it. But chess is a great game. I recommend it to everybody.
Thank you.